Today I'm going to talk about LeetCode question 567, permutation string. Given two strings, S1 and S2, return true if S2 contains a permutation of S1, false otherwise. In other words, return true if one of S1's permutations is in the substring of S2. Okay, for example, here we have AB, and the permutation of this exists in here in S2 with a BA. The order doesn't have to be exact as long as these letters are in S2 consecutively. Okay, so therefore this is true. So if we look at this example, AB, and with this string S2, it's false because while the individual letters AB are in S2 itself, they're not consecutive. There's an O in between them. So therefore this is false. Okay, so a brute force way of implementing this is we store all the characters of S1 in a dictionary, so like S1 and in a dictionary here, so it'd be like A1 and B1, and for S2 we iterate through each character in S2, storing the letters we come across in the dictionary, and since S1's length is 2, we're only going to look 2 at a time. So for example, we have E and I for S2, EI here, and since these are not equal, we move on. So we look at I. Well, let me just erase this first. So now in the next iteration, we focus on I. We have I here, and D. Okay, and these are not equal, so we move on to D. We have DB, of course not equal, and then we have come to B. So B1, and then look at the next character to make sure similar to the length of the characters here. So B1A1, since these are equal, we return true. Okay, this would be O of n squared time, but there is a better way to do this in O of n time using a window. So using sliding window. So sliding window is similar to this, where we know the sliding window's length has to be the length of S1. In this case, it's 2. Okay, so you look at the sliding window. We start at this guy for sliding window. I'll rewrite this to make it bigger. Okay, so we start our sliding window here and expand it until we reach the number of characters in S1. Okay, we have 2 here, and similarly here we store them in a dictionary. So in this case, E and I. Okay, and then we check the equality. Nope, they're not equal, so we expand our sliding window here. Okay, and then while we expand it to the right, we want to still make sure our sliding window's length is of 2, of the length of S1 here. So we decrease our sliding window from the left. Okay, so while we increase it on the right here, B1, we decrease it on the left. So erase this and erase this. Okay, and since so we're now at our windows at these 2 characters. These are not equal, so we move on, and then we add D1 and then erase I1 here. Yeah, and then so on. And move on, and then I copied this incorrectly. This should be BD, not DB. Okay, so we have DB here. They're not equal, so move our sliding window, but we still have to maintain the window's length. And we have BA, 1, B1, this is equal to that, so we return true. Okay, and that's how we're going to go about it. Okay, now to code this up. So first off, I want to have my line of S1 here. Line S1, so that's going to be our sliding window length. And then our S1 dictionary. S1, that's a nice Python shorthand. Okay, and then get dictionary for S2, going to be empty so far. And our sliding window variables. Let's group these together. And then sliding window variable. So this is the window begin, and it's initially going to be at position 0 of S2. So for window, and this variable is going to represent the end of our window here. And range 1 S2. What we're going to do is, in our dictionary, add this position. So let's add this character, I mean. And add this to the dictionary. Input that. Equals 1. Or else we're going to increment by 1. Okay. And then what we're going to do is calculate our window length here. Window length is equal to window end minus window start plus 1. Okay. And while window length is greater than length of S1, so if it's greater than, we want to obviously decrease it. What we're going to do is decrement this guy, or sorry, actually, I'm going to assign this to window start just to be cleaner here. Okay, and at this character we want to decrement because we're moving our window, we're moving on from this. Equals this one, and then increment our window, move past. Okay, and finally we want to check if dictionary of S1 is equal to dictionary of S2, return true. And if it's the end of all this, we never enter the statement here, we obviously just know permutation matches, so return false. Okay. And obviously this is going to be an O of N solution. Yeah. I'm going to try compiling. Windows start. Oh, it's window begin. I'll just rename that to Windows start. It's easier. I forgot to add. So this basically means we can't decrement because the character B is not in the dictionary. So what we're gonna do here is if zero delete that. Okay. So character here, if character not in that, and do that, else we increment, and then window length, the length of our current window is window in minus start press 1, and while window length is greater than length of S1, I'm going to do that. Try here. It looks right. Oh, need to decrement window length. Because obviously as our window is getting smaller, so window length is getting smaller. I just need to make it smaller. Okay, great. I'll try with other examples. Okay, looking good so far. And submit. Great, thanks for watching.